Hey everybody, welcome back. We are here in Dorchester, Massachusetts today, visiting a local brewery that also serves excellent barbecue. We are at the Dorchester Brewing Company featuring M&M Barbecue. So come on inside and join us. Let's go. Everybody, Dorchester Brewing Company. I've never really been here before.
Really?
I think you think I'm somebody else.
I thought I had been here with him before, but apparently not. Looking forward to some beers and some barbecue. Ribs, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely maybe.
I have to try the ribs for sure.
Right. Alright, we got 2 different flights today to try, so we're going to have 8 different beers and see how they go nicely with our barbecue that we're probably going to order shortly. So, it's almost September, so in true Oktoberfest fashion, in Germany Oktoberfest is what? Beginning of September?
Starts in September, yeah.
Yeah, so we started off with a Fest beer, Oktoberfest style, German style lager. Sometimes I've seen them a little bit more amber in color. This one looks pretty light. It's like 4.9% alcohol, so let's give it a taste. Exactly. I feel like I'm outside waiting for a pretzel, beer hall, long tables. That's nice. And it's nice and light too, so it's be a really good porch beer for you.
Yeah,
in fall.
you could just sit back, mowing the lawn and making that beer.
Great for grilling too. I like that.
Grilled sausages. That's really good. Not very hoppy. It's a little light, even light on flavor though. It's very refreshing. It's not what I picture of a fall beer though, because I tend to think you would pick up more notes.
More so of kind of long distance drinking, not because
a big punch. I can imagine you've had a liter.
Yeah, it's good for a liter.
If you had a liter of this in one big giant glass, you could just down that and head for the restroom a few minutes later.
Okay. So we're going to get into IPA land for a bit. We do have a stout and a sour at the end, so if that's your style, make sure to stay tuned. But
have that for dessert.
Let's give it a go here. So maybe we want to do just like light to dark. Galaxy Light. It's another
that's the next
low
one.
I'll call it low gravity. I know that's kind of a regional low ABV. 4.5% Galaxy Lights, New England style IPA. So, you're getting your juiciness, your dry hopness. If I looked at this, I would think maybe it was a cider or a sour. Wouldn't have pegged IPA necessarily, but sometimes you're drinking these in cans, so you can't really tell. Yeah, it's kind of like that lack of a little bit of flavor for a 4.5% one, but pleasant.
It's definitely a lighter.
Yeah, I liked it and then I didn't like it.
IPA.
Yeah.
Again, for session drinking.
Session, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
For session drinking, if you like IPAs but you like the hoppiness but you don't want to overwhelm your taste buds, this is a very good beer.
Exactly. All
right.
Okay, you picked
Galaxy Lights. That's that one. Finally nailed it.
Did we finally nail it? You let us know.
So another New England IPA also looks
like this guy, but
similar, a little bit darker.
I wonder if they're the same. Sometimes with session beers, they have like the same batch, but they up the alcohol, change the fermentation style a little bit. It looks very similar
This
though.
one has a very nice aroma to me. It's a little on the skunky side.
Okay. There's a certain hop for that. Let us know in the comments if you remember.
I
used to remember. Maybe a mosaic hop, I think, is skunky. Please let us know if that is incorrect in the comments.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? It's got a lot of flavor. It's not very bitter. And it's not too strong. But it's got almost a roundness, a mellow mouthfeel to it. Like drinking milk.
This is my favorite hops. It's the mosaic hops. I love the mosaic hops. A little skunky. Yeah, this is a favorite so far. This is lovely. I would definitely drink this again. And it's only, what is it? 6.7. So, you know, these like trendy New England IPA styles. So they can get up to almost 10% sometimes. So you're like, that's like the experience you're expecting. But in this case, it's a little bit less, so it's nice. You say it was a little milky? Can't remember.
Yeah.
Like a little viscous.
Has a milky mouthfeel to it.
Very nice. You did finally nail it on this one. So good job there. You did it! You did it!
All right, let's take a break.
Okay.
Where are we now? We just finished.
We're at Dorchester Brewery. Did you forget?
Dorchester Brewing. We are at Dorchester Brewing Company, everybody, and we just finished our Fest beer, the Oktoberfest style, Galaxy Lights, which was a light New England IPA, and the finally nailed it.
It's like
finally
blank.
nailed it, which
so
was
names.
the one with the mosaic hops that you really liked.
Mosaic hops are
kind of
awesome.
like skunky, kind of, but it. It did taste really good. So what are we drinking next?
I think we should celebrate the day with their 5th anniversary IPA. And it's 6.8%. Looks a little bit more, I would say maybe maltier, a little browner than the other citrusy ones. It is, I don't know, it just says IPA. It doesn't say New England IPA. So let's see if it's juicy or more malty. Much more bitter, a little bit maltier. Not necessarily juicy, so I mean, is that what a New England IPA essentially is? Is it has to be juicy?
You know,
what is the term?
Of the adjectives that I've heard thrown around for New England IPA, juicy seems to come up an awful lot. But to me, it always seemed to be more of a description of the color more than the mouthfeel.
It's bitter. It's not bad, but not my style of IPAs. You might like it. Has that more British IPA style.
Yeah.
West Coast a little bit. It's like a combination of like a West Coast IPA and a British IPA with a slight tinge of New England.
It's still not overwhelming with the hoppiness.
I think it's bitter. Someone obviously must like it here if it's their anniversary beer,
IPA.
so I'm sure someone loves it. It's not our taste, maybe it's yours, but
it's pretty typical IPA taste.
All right. So, always hazy in Dorchester. It is hazy today, but not kind of a hot hazy.
No.
It's pretty cold, so. That's weird.
Weird, huh?
Yeah. It's like floral or vanilla or some unidentifiable hops.
You know what I really am finding? I'm not a huge IPA fan. You know that.
You like the ones I don't like.
So I like milder, lighter beers, but I'm getting a lot more of the hop flavor without the bitter aftertaste really overwhelming it.
Because it's high. This one is 7.5%, so starting to get the alcohol taste.
Yeah, it's not as overwhelming.
Doesn't do
You,
it for
you get
me.
hop flavor without tasting too much of it. I'm doing like a American Beauty or something.
It's a feather and Forrest
Oh, the
Gump.
feather.
That's right. That is the theme.
You died on a Saturday morning.
Okay, food is here.
Food time.
Food
All right.
time.
So what should we try first? I don't
Ribs.
know. Ribs?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look here.
Baby back style, I believe.
These are nice looking ribs. See that? Okay. Let's give it a taste. Mm. Getting a very light smoke flavor. It's not overly smoked. I almost maybe under smoked. I don't know.
I think it could be a little bit more tender.
Yeah. The meat is very firm on the bone.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nice bite. I think it could have had a little bit more color, a little more char.
It reminds me
Some
a
of the
lot
more
of like
blackened
the
bits.
spare ribs you get at like an American Chinese place.
Oh, that is a good sauce, though.
Yeah, the sauce is good.
I do like the sauce.
There are some parts of it that do have that nice little crisp. A little bit of like a bacon crisp type feeling, but not really off the bone tender.
I like when a rib has a little bit of chew, like you have to kind of give it a little tug with your teeth to get the meat off. And that is definitely how this meat is cooked. I just wish it had a little bit more of a smokiness to it, or maybe a little more char. I think it's lacking in that barbecued, just the barbecued flavor.
Mm-hmm. We are back for another hot. Is it a hot chicken or is it fried chicken?
It's got a honey hot sauce on it, so I don't know if it's necessarily
It's not called like a Nashville hot or
Nashville
anything
hot,
like
no.
that. A lot of sauce.
What do you think?
Very blue cheese heavy. It's like a buffalo wing sandwich, kind of.
Okay, so buffalo style hot sauce.
If you don't like blue cheese, I'd pick something else. It's like a buffalo wing sandwich.
All right. I'll take a close-up look at this. Looks like a potato bun. The chicken, fried chicken, some pickles, lettuce, blue cheese. Let's see.
It's not super fried.
It's very lightly breaded.
Too much blue cheese.
It's a mild hot sauce. Yeah, it is kind of more like just a buffalo chicken tender sandwich.
It's just like a little bit tough again.
Yeah.
A little bit more tenderness, a little more juiciness.
Yeah, I think this is thigh meat. Yeah.
It's the buffalo, the blue cheese is just overpowering it for me.
It's a little
Because
bit
like
on the
normally when
strong.
you have a buffalo wing, you choose, you know,
Yeah,
a little
you could,
dip in.
I suppose you can opt to get less,
Yeah.
get it without the blue cheese. It's all right. It's satisfying.
The bread is nice.
It's a nice bite.
Yeah.
I think the portion of the chicken is a little small.
No.
It's like one little thigh for the entire sandwich. So
We did get a beef brisket sandwich, so that is ever so generous.
yeah,
so
it does look quite banging.
And
So let's
we're gonna
get
dive
into
in.
that next. But I'm gonna finish this first. See you in a bit.
overstuffed beef brisket sandwich. I cut a little piece and I can't even get to the bottom of it. So I think this is a knife and fork experience.
There's a lot of meat in that sandwich.
Okay. Mmm. Very tender. Yeah, there's a nice taste to it. It goes nicely with the potato bun. Yeah. Not
This
much
was
else
the
to say
brisket.
than that. It's nice.
Barbecue
Enjoyable.
beef brisket. Let's see.
Maybe just like a little bit more of a punch of some salt or something. I don't know. But other than that, it's pretty enjoyable.
All right. Let's have a look at that nice cross section, everyone. All right. Nice. It looks tender, chopped. Nicely seasoned, not too salty.
Yours doesn't look as saucy as mine did.
Maybe they sauced one
Yeah.
side of it better than the other.
Oh, there we go. There's a little back there.
All right, let's take a bite.
It's the most tender thing of the day.
I like it. I think no, you could just use something.
Yeah. Hot sauce.
It needs a little more acid, a little more sugar.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly I'm just tasting salt and pepper.
Maybe a little collard greens on it.
be honest, I haven't been wowed by anything yet today.
No. Those are pretty underseasoned too. The rose might be my favorite, minus like the lack of tenderness. Oh, it's undersalted.
Okay.
It's like a mac and cheese casserole.
That bite had more of the barbecue sauce on it, and I think that makes a big difference with the barbecue. In general, I think all of the barbecue is better with the sauce on it, because I think the first bite of brisket I had was just salt. All right, I'll try some of this now. Nothing. Okay.
Could it also be these like heavy New England IPA beers that we've had
Nothing.
mess with our palates a little bit?
I don't know. I'm tasting a lot of nothing.
I wonder if we had too much aggressive IPA and our taste buds are messed up.
It's a possibility.
I mean, none of these are that aggressive.
Let's keep pushing on then. What are we up to next? We just finished what? Always Hazy?
Always Hazy. We're going to do now the highest IPA we have, O.F.D. Not really sure what that stands for. Do you have any ideas? Something with Dorchester? One for Dorchester?
Yes, originally from Dorchester.
Originally from Dorchester?
I believe that's what it means. Originally from Dorchester. If you are O.F.D, you know what that means.
And they also just call this a double IPA, not New England. And you can see that it's, again, darker.
You're not even gonna give me a hint. All right. Amber colored, not milky, not as juicy looking. Very clear, filtered look to it. Very fine bubbles. See, this is what an IPA tastes like to me.
Yeah. We have exact opposite taste in beer, so I thought it was too bitter.
Well, this is what I'm expecting to taste when I get an IPA.
Yeah, and it's 8.3%.
Yeah. So, a nice winter drink, I would say. Fireplace. You're not going to drink a lot of this, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe at most a 12-ounce pour. You'll never get a whole pint down of this. It's strong. But this is what I expect when someone wants a
punch.
IPA. That's what it is.
Okay, we're going to move on from the IPAs, we promise. So, last we have a sour and a stout. Sour or stout first?
I would save the sour for dessert.
Okay.
So let's go with stout.
This is Beanie Baby, for those Beanie Baby fans. This is a vanilla bean coffee stout. This is kind of dessert too. A little sweet. Well,
So
notes of coffee.
made with vanilla and coffee. All right. Very dark. Not even translucent. You cannot see through this at all.
It's a light stout. I almost would maybe guess it was a porter, to be honest. But then there's a milkiness to it that gives it a little bit of the stout quality.
I like it. It's got a chocolatiness to it. It's not heavy. You know, you think stouts, you think thick, you think heavy, but this is not heavy at all.
Yeah, and sometimes a lot of the stouts are also become really high in alcohol as well.
This is decent. It's what, 6.7, 6.8? Something like that.
Yeah, 6.1.
6.1. Still, when you think a Guinness is like 3.7 or something like that, that's a very drinkable
It's like
stout.
a combination of a Guinness stout and like a vanilla porter, coffee porter maybe.
Yeah, I like that a lot though.
And lastly, our Punch Bowl Sour to finish it off. Kettle Sour. It's going to probably have a little bit of like a Sour Patch Kid taste. It'll punch you. It's very pleasant, very drinkable, nice kind of ricey, barley-ish taste at the end.
I don't know. This whole thing with sours.
Yeah. There's two kinds of sours.
I haven't really figured it out yet. I'm not a aficionado by any means, but that just tastes like fizzy sour water to me.
Yeah. So this is like kettle sour. So these have become pretty trendy over the years. They're newer, but the Belgian breweries have made sour type beers for forever, really.
Well,
and that gives you a more like vinegary sour taste
Okay.
almost. I know that doesn't sound very appetizing, but there's like a fruitiness to it as well. I can tell immediately that this is not a Belgian beer. They typically complement IPAs. It's light. I mean, if you like something like very sour, it's just easy drinking with the sour note. So that's what you have to want.
I suppose this appeals to the kombucha people.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot like kombucha. Exactly. Very good analogy. Yeah.
Yeah, because it does have that funkiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It just tastes like you're drinking vinegar, but vinegar with alcohol in it. Somebody likes IPAs. I just gotta rescue him. 'Cause I don't want him to drown. He's drunk though. See, that's a drunk bee.
Oh, I know.
He can barely hang on. This poor guy. You gotta take a nap and sober up, little bee.
Everyone, so we were at Dorchester Brewing Company today in Dorchester, right outside of downtown Boston, and nice Sunday of barbecue, beer, nice rooftop deck. Come check out some IPAs, a couple of sandwiches, pleasant food, just real easy eating, and we will see you soon. If you know of any great rooftops, breweries, barbecue, football season's coming up, super excited, so give us some ideas and we'll see you soon. Take care.
I'm trying to stretch out and get this entire sign in there.